Well, we did manage to get here, and maybe that's good. I mean, we get rupees. So I was at the doctor's yesterday. It was more like a health check, to be honest. So I took like a lot of tests. They checked the BMI, they checked like my blood, and all my values were perfect, they said. And I said, that's nice. You know, the first thing the doctor, it was a female. The first thing she says is like, hello, nice to meet you. My name is blah, blah, blah. This shouldn't take long because you're... Oh, I see here, you're over 30. You're not young. I was like, this is not a good way to start a meeting, miss. So I was like, on my way home, I was like, okay, all the numbers were good. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate that I'm not obese, or that I have cholesterol, or that I have anything. Let's celebrate. So what did I do? I went and bought candy. I was like, that's a good idea. And I didn't even eat half of a bag of candy. Woke up at 2 with the worst stomach pain I've felt in a long time. And it was ongoing for 3 hours. That's why I started the stream late as well. 3 hours of constant pain. I was like, I am not eating candy again. And then I went to the supermarket this morning, and I got home. I ate some chicken. I was like, I'm in the mood for some candy. So I ate some more. Jesus Christ. I don't learn from my mistakes, obviously. But also something that is like very good with this doctor's appointment, and the fact that all the numbers were looking good, was that I consume a lot of caffeine and Celsius. And all the values, or all the numbers, were on point, which means, once again, Celsius is healthy. It's so good now that we finally have evidence, because I remember this puzzle. I failed it multiple times. Come on. Well, we did manage to get here, and maybe that's good. I mean, we get rupees. You know, that one, I actually blame the input delay. That's actually not my fault. I actually listened to, like, Westlife this morning. I like them. They're good. When you're dealing with a criminal like Bodus, I've never... Okay, to be honest, guys, one time, I stole something. I'm not proud of it. It was when I was 9. In order to be a part of a cool club, you needed to steal a package of gum, which is literally like 1 cent. And I did that, and I felt so ashamed. It was licorice. I don't even like licorice. I hate it. I just stole it because I could, so I could be like a part of the gang. Kids are weird, dude. She's spawning eggs, or he. It could be a he, guys. We don't judge. I'm not short, guys. Come on. An average length, not what she said to Bodus. No, that's actually true. But you know, what you lack in length, you compensate with lots of ambition and enthusiasm. Are you ready for the best 30 seconds of your life? You underestimate me, dude. So I guess you have a lot of babies then. No. In order to have babies, you actually need to get laid. That's the first issue. What if this is like a true classic Zelda enemy and can just like reflect it? I am a genius. I was thinking about this the other day. It's such a basic question, but like I was thinking, if, let's say, zombies like took over the world, if you could like bring like one video game weapon, which weapon would you use? The hidden blade from Assassin's Creed, huge ass machine from Metal Gear Solid, the sword that you get from the Fierce Deity mask. If you slash it from a distance, it's gonna a shockwave. That's good. I don't know if that would be like the first choice, because you know, if you're thinking one step ahead, then obviously, you know, a big machine would be even better. I actually missed watching your stream, even though your gameplay is horrible at the moment. You know, this is a hard game. Sporv is actually the one that challenged me to Super Mario 64 speedrun challenge. He said, you can never beat my time, Super Mario 64 70 stars. It was like 113 something something. And I was like, give me 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, well, the rest is history. This will work though. It did work. That took way longer than me to. If this is not like a small key or anything of value, I will scream. No, this is gonna be something good. It wouldn't be this cutscene if it wasn't. Nice. That's nice. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good to have. Okay, here we go. Final round. Fight. That was close. Okay, that was it. Apparently. That's it. That's how it's done. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go. That took way too long. But that's fine. You know, sometimes you gotta struggle. It's a part of life. And I think Nintendo here wanted to teach me a life lesson. A struggle. Like, everyone can overcome struggle. I think that's important to note. Why are you here? I was destined to be here. I think this Deku Tree looks, like a better word, hideous. Maybe it's the tooth. I don't know. I just don't like it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a routine we always do, me and my friends. We count down from 6. You know, I've started a new life hack. I think you can do it with every single can of soda or anything. Put it in the freezer for 10-15 minutes, probably 15. Then it's slowly turning into ice, but doesn't fill up the entire bottle with ice, just like a little bit. So it's almost like you have ice cubes inside of there, and they like melt over time, so it's still like, it's cold for a longer period of time. It's so good. It's like the best life hack. I'm just gonna take this moment and appreciate the beautiful violin. It's a beautiful thing. You know, I've been going to the gym for years, and prior to that, I played a sport called floorball. It's like an indoor version of hockey. For 15 years, I've never once stretched. Never once. I mean, I'm stiff. You know, in the body. You know, I know. You know what I'm saying. He must have caught the wind of Ganon's attack beforehand, thank God. The boat was dead during that conversation? Maybe he's tired, you know. We were sailing prior to this, and now we're out on the sea again. No, even a boat needs to rest every now and then. I've been on a boat, actually. One of my first girlfriends, her family had a boat. A sailing boat just like this one. And we were up in the north of Sweden, to the east. It was like, even above Stockholm, which is Stockholm's like in the middle. So it was like halfway up through, it was really high up north. We were out sailing for like 2 or 3 days. And during one of those days, like an afternoon, there was like reports of a storm coming. And her parents were like, it's gonna be fine. We're just gonna go over to that shore over there. It's only gonna take like 40 minutes. So that's what we did. But again, a storm was raging, and all of a sudden we were in the middle of the ocean in a raging storm. And, you know, I'd never been on a boat before. I've been like on a cruising ships, like a huge ones, but not like a small sailboat. We were sitting there like, are we gonna live through this? Or are we gonna die out here? It's not really it is considered an ocean, but it's not like the Atlantic or any like a huge ocean. It's like from between Sweden and Finland. Still considered an ocean though. But luckily for us, we managed to survive. Pulling wires, so she had to go. It was raining just like here, and both of her parents were out trying to, like, you know, I guess just like get balance or whatever, however it's called. It was quite scary, especially since I couldn't do anything. I was sitting there with her younger brother and sister, and I was like, okay, I hope we survive. I have no idea. She actually texted me about a year ago saying like, hey Bodus, I drive past your parents' house. Because, you know, we were kids back then. We were living at home. So she remembers she was there at my parents' place quite a bit. So she texted me saying, hey Bodus, I drive past your house like every now and then. I just wanted to see if everything was right. Maybe you want to take a coffee or something? She wasn't like flirting. She was just like out of, you know, for old time's sake. And I was like, sure, I have a lot to do now. But in May, I will be streaming full time. That was May last year. So I'm gonna have a lot of extra time. And then I forgot about it. And then I realized after a month. And then it was like June. And then... yeah, I never called her or texted her. No disrespect, but you know, it's... With exes, it's always like a little weird.